Welcome to Hoffmann-Photography. My name is Rainer. I'm a photographer and photo instructor. In this video, we'll talk about pixels and their two most important properties. And yes, I shamelessly stole the title of this video from a well-known movie. You probably know what a pixel is. You know, those tiny little thingies that make up our images. But have you ever had a close look at a pixel? I mean a very close look. If not, here's an example of an exceptionally beautiful pixel. This pixel, and actually all its brethren, has two very important properties. If you know these properties, you know how image editing works. Well, most of it anyway. One of these properties you can see when you look at this pixel. No, it's not the fact that it is a square. Most pixels are indeed squares, but they could easily be, and they sometimes are, rectangular. That the pixels of our images are usually squares is of course a property, but it is not an important one. What really is important is the fact that it has one and only one color and brightness. Or short, it has only one tonal value. Within the pixel, there is obviously no color or brightness variation. However, a pixel can have any tonal value you like. Let me show you. I select this pixel and I change its color. There we go. Now it has changed its color, but it is still only one tonal value inside the pixel. No color or tonal variations. Of course, it rarely happens that we want to change the color of just one single pixel. Coming to think of it, I've never done it except to show that it is possible. But whenever we edit an image, most of the time we are doing just that. Changing the tonal values, brightness and color of pixels. And most of the editing tools in your editing software do exactly that. Actually, there are only few tools that do something else. Okay, let's have a look at the second important property of a pixel. Unfortunately, you can't see this property just by looking at a pixel. Therefore, you must take my word for it. Unlike atoms, which make up all matter, pixels, which make up all digital images, are truly indivisible. That means you can't have half a pixel or 1/10 of a pixel. They only come whole. That may not sound very impressive, but it has quite important implications. For once, if you want to crop an image, you are bound to the pixel boundaries. Is that a pun? I don't know. Anyway, you can only cut between a row or a column of pixels. Let me show you. I select the crop tool and I try to crop this image very tightly. And you see, it just crops the image between those pixels. You can't just crop it in between. You see, it just jumps to the next pixel boundary. No chance to have half a pixel or so. Okay, let me reset this. The same is true if you want to select pixels with one of the selection tools. Again, you can only select whole pixels. For example, when you try to select an ellipse, the resulting selection is not really an ellipse. Again, you see the resulting selection follows the pixels and it's not an ellipse, it's actually a polygon. Let me zoom out a bit and there you go. Can try another one. Oops. You see, it starts out as a real ellipse, but as soon as I let go, it's no longer a real ellipse. And again, this is because pixel can't be divided. They only come whole. So let's summarize. A pixel can have one and only one tonal value, but it can have any tonal value you like. And a pixel is truly indivisible. These two properties are all you need to know to understand image editing. The rest is just getting to know all the tools of your editing software, and that, I admit, can be a bit daunting. Stay tuned and thanks for watching.